Right now, change or face the consequences. That's the message as Madison's police chief fires back at whoever shot their guns at 4 separate scenes last night.
Also, anger and accountability, two things the family of Amir Locke wants Minneapolis police to know as he is laid to rest.
And the video you need to see several times just to process it, how law enforcement hopes it serves as an important reminder for all of us. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. 4 reports of gunshots, 4 different areas, all in the matter of about 4 hours overnight. Madison police are still piecing together evidence from those calls.
The first happened off East Washington Avenue near Madison College. Officers then received another call near the Arboretum.
And a third shots fired call later off Park Street. A 4th call was made just a few blocks north of that incident. Brady Mallory joins us with a look at where people fired guns and why Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes is calling for the community to stop gun-related crimes. Brady?
Well, first of all, no one was hurt, but police are taking each one of these very seriously. A big question investigators are trying to answer is, are all of these shots fired connected? They're looking for evidence to see if they came from the same gun. They do know one thing for sure. With just 2 months into the year, this isn't good.
Chief Sean Barnes had high hopes 2022 would bring less gun violence.
We were doing, I think, pretty well until, last night.
Last night's reports bring this year's shots fired calls to 30. This time last year, there were 35.
We don't want to live in a city where we hear gunfire, and all too often, this is what I hear in my personal conversations with some of our community members. And so we're certainly working to understand when and where these incidences occur. We're working to look at prolific offenders.
Here's what happened first. At about 8:30 last night, a driver called police after another driver cut him off and then shot at him near Madison College. Then, a half hour later, and about 7 miles away, officers got their second report of someone firing a gun near the Arboretum.
We can't be everywhere at all times, but certainly we're using human intelligence, we're using our data to determine that we're in the right place. And that's what I think you saw last night on East Washington Street with our officers being able to get a stop on the victim vehicle.
The reports didn't stop there. At 10:30 p.m., a third gunshot report off Park Street happened. Officers found a bullet hit a car, but no one was inside. 2 hours later, in the same area, number 4. This time, 8 witnesses said they heard gunshots. Officers found shell casings on West Olin Avenue, but no suspects.
Let us know if you know something regarding a conflict or someone who's carrying a firearm that should not have that firearm.
As 2022 continues, Barnes still has hope. It doesn't have to be this way.
Our community is saying that if you need help, if you want to get out of the life, if you want to change your ways, there are plenty of resources here.
Barnes says it's common for people to hear gunshots, but they don't actually see what happens. That's why investigators are looking at things like public video surveillance cameras, Ring or other doorbell cameras. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers.
Brady, thank you. A chilly night tonight, but we are in store for a warmer weekend.
Meteorologist Dana Fulton is here with the details. Dana?
It is chilly out on the patio right now, and we are expecting temperatures tonight to drop down to the single digits. But you're right, the weekend should be a little bit more comfortable for us. Now, we've had some light flurries south of Dane County today. Steadier snowfall stretching down into Illinois and northern Indiana, where they're going to pick up several inches of accumulation. This is another event just clipping the southern edge of Wisconsin. Temperature-wise, we are in the mid-teens, but it is windy, so wind chills closer to 0, and wind chills will be dropping below 0 for us overnight heading into Friday morning. Right now, 15 for Madison, 19 in Janesville, 18 in Mineral Point. Compared to this time yesterday, a significant drop in our temperatures, almost a 25-degree drop across the board. For tomorrow afternoon, high temperatures will rise up a little more into the low 30s, and that's going to lead to a seasonable Saturday and a milder Sunday. We'll take a closer look at the weekend temperatures and when our next snow system might come knocking in just a few minutes.
All right, Dana, thank you. One person is dead after a 4-vehicle crash on Highway 14 this morning. It happened between Oregon and Brooklyn around 7:30 near Waterman Road. Initial reports said one driver was traveling north when they crossed the center line, sideswiping a car traveling south. Then they hit another southbound car head-on. A fourth vehicle then rear-ended the northbound car. Anyone who witnessed the crash is asked to call the Dane County tip line. The Dane County Sheriff's Office is releasing more information about the level of health care provided by the Dane County Jail. This comes after the family of Quadron Wilson, who was shot during an attempted arrest, asked that he be transferred back to the hospital. In a press release, the Sheriff's Office said when an in-custody individual is hospitalized, the decision to discharge that person from the hospital is entirely up to medical staff at that particular facility, and that decision is no way influenced by the Sheriff's Office. After allegedly being shot 5 times, Wilson only spent 1 day in the hospital before being transferred to the jail's facility. He is scheduled to appear in court tomorrow.
It is another busy day at the state capitol. The state assembly is scheduled to pass a package of Republican-authored workforce bills. The measures are designed to force more people into the workforce by tightening eligibility for unemployment benefits and Medicaid coverage. The proposals give Republicans a platform to discuss the state's worker shortage while making the case that part of what's fueling it are public benefits that are too generous. Democrats disagree.
These working families are tired. They are tired of being used as political pawns in the Republican-led agenda that has actively dismissed, defunded, and dismantled workforce initiatives.
Republicans say the bills will help people get back to work and be less dependent on the state for help.
People are passing down promotions, increases in wages, which we're seeing across the sector now, in order to not earn too much to get pushed off their benefits. That's wrong. That's not what these programs are for.
Before debate began, Speaker Robin Vos said the Assembly parlor, where many of these news conferences are held, will be named in honor of outgoing UW System President Tommy Thompson, of course, a former governor and a lawmaker.
Governor Tony Evers was in Darlington today, continuing his tour following his State of the State address. During his visit, Governor Evers highlighted his plan to support and stabilize Wisconsin's emergency medical services system. Darlington is moving from a volunteer EMS system to a paid one, and the governor is taking steps to help fund that system as well as others in the state.
So it's a commitment we're making, and it's a start. You know, it isn't going to make things perfect, but we believe, you know, for the Darlingtons of the world and other smaller rural EMS, I think it'll be a significant step forward.
Governor Evers also visited Baldwin Ambulance Service today. If you recently bought some candles from Anthropologie, we have an important recall to tell you about. The company has received reports of some of the anecdote candles flaming up and breaking apart while in use. So far, no injuries have been reported, but if you have any of these candles and the scents fireside chats, weekend getaway, sweater weather, or fall feels, bring them back to the store. The candles were sold from last July through the end of the year. And check your cabinets as well. The FDA says 2 kinds of deodorant are being recalled due to concerns about a cancer-causing chemical. HRB Brands is recalling 4 types of Brute deodorant sprays and 2 types of Sure antiperspirant sprays. Officials are concerned about the presence of the chemical benzene. The recalled items have an expiration date on or before August of 2023.
You want a heart-stopping video that includes an important reminder for all of us? Take a look at this. A Colorado State trooper had just pulled someone over on the left side of the highway. Moments after he walked back to his motorcycle, watch a vehicle slam into that stopped car. Both drivers had minor injuries, and troopers are now reminding drivers to move over when they see vehicles on the side of the road. By the way, it is a law in Wisconsin to move over for stopped police cars, fire trucks, and tow trucks. Dozens of firefighters spent hours today working to put out a fire at an historic golf club in the state of Michigan. Crews arrived at the Oakland Hills Country Club around 10 this morning to find smoke and flames coming from the attic. No injuries were reported, but the building suffered extensive damage. It's unclear what caused it. Crews say they had some difficulty putting out those flames.
The difficulty we have with this fire, I believe this building is the 2nd biggest wood frame building in the state of Michigan. It has extensively been added onto over the years, and making it very difficult to stop the fire or compartmentalize it.
The club has been home to many pro golf tournaments, including several U.S. Opens and the Ryder Cup. Madison's Andy North won the U.S. Open there back in 1985, and he issued a statement expressing concern over the irreplaceable memorabilia that may have been lost.
Amir Locke, the 22-year-old shot and killed by police during a no-knock warrant this year, has been laid to rest. But his family isn't resting. They want today's funeral to serve as a vessel for change. Our former colleague Adam Duxter has more from Minneapolis.
Red roses draped the white casket of Amir Locke as friends and family said a final farewell.
I stand here today as a father that's torn, a father that's hurt.
The 22-year-old black man was shot and killed in Minneapolis earlier this month during a no-knock raid in the middle of the night at the apartment of Locke's cousin. His aunt told the mourners it's time to end the controversial tactics.
No-knock warrants have taken more lives than they have saved. And usually those lives are people of color.
Locke's family and supporters also want the Minneapolis police to be held accountable.
When you go to bed at night, I want you to see his face. When you wake up in the morning, I want you to see his face.
Amir was not guilty of anything but being young and black in America.
Police say they were looking for evidence in connection with a homicide investigation involving Locke's cousin, and that the no-knock warrant was necessary because, quote, it enables the officers to execute the warrant more safely. Minnesota has launched an investigation into the deadly shooting. Adam Duxter, CBS News, Minneapolis.
And the officer who shot Locke is on administrative leave.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken makes an unscheduled stop at the UN today to lay out continued American concerns over Russia's military buildup along the Ukraine border. President Biden calling the threat of an invasion very high. Secretary Blinken told the UN Security Council he's trying not to start a war, but prevent one, calling on Russia to de-escalate tensions with Ukraine.
The Russian government can announce today that Russia will not invade Ukraine and then demonstrate it by sending your troops, your tanks, your planes back to their barracks and hangars and sending your diplomats to the negotiating table.
Officials accuse Russian-backed forces of shelling a kindergarten in eastern Ukraine. Russia also expelled the #2 U.S. diplomat from Moscow, which the U.S. described as an escalatory step. Up next at 5, a Florida man fortunate to survive after his vehicle was hit by a train.
Coming up, a message from train officials on why train warnings should be taken seriously. And later, we sit down with Dane County District Attorney Ishmael Ozan on how the District Attorney's Office handles domestic violence cases. We'll have details coming up at 6.
And a rough day on Wall Street. The Dow tumbling more than 622 points. The Nasdaq down more than 407. The S&P falls almost 95. We'll be right back.
At Furniture and Appliance Mart's 72-hour President's Day blowout sale. Save big on top brands. Millions of dollars worth of inventory in stock and ready to go. All with no interest financing for 18 months. At Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley of Madison.
Water is one of nature's most beautiful and life-sustaining resources. At no fault of their own, many Wisconsin utility customers are facing a shutoff to their water service. This leaves them without the one life-giving resource we all take for granted. And those hardest hit are on fixed incomes, juggling multiple temporary jobs, or those who lost full-time jobs in sectors hardest hit by the pandemic. If someone you care about needs a hand up, your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your water, heat, and power on. If you are in danger of losing your water service, call 833-H2O-WISC, 833-426-9472. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Some numbers are thrilling. Some impressive. Some just right. After an accident, there's one critical number. The number that helps you get your life back by factoring in your needs for today and tomorrow. That's where Habish and Rotier's numbers really add up. With over 90 years of client successes and 13 offices to help you wherever you are. No other personal injury law firm is better suited to get the amount that's right for you.
Stan, why would Stanton Optical choose a penguin as their spokesbird?
They're not your typical eye care company. I'm not your typical penguin.
How is Stanton Optical different from all the other eye care services?
Reliable professional advice. Same-day glasses, unbeatable prices, and eye exams whenever you need them. I could go on.
Stan?
Yes?
How does it feel to be the new face of Stanton Optical?
We're a team. There's no I in eye care. Wait, you know what I mean.
Get 2 pairs of glasses plus a free eye exam, anti-glare lenses, and same-day service for only $79.
This weekend only, get our very best deals of the season, including doorbusters up to 65% off. Plus, take bonus holiday discounts off our sale prices in-store and online, and interest-free financing for 5 years. The biggest President's Day sale in Wisconsin is on now at Ashley.
Tonight on News 3 Now at 6, the Dane County District Attorney sits down with us to discuss the growing controversy over bail amounts for criminal charges. Also, see how an area woman's love of sled dog racing has led from the trail to the page to the silver screen.
Back by popular demand after a year off.
It's the Andy North Trivia Night, February 24th of 2022.
It's trivia for calls. All the proceeds go for research at UW Carbone Cancer Center.
Find all the details at andynorthandfriends.com.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
A Florida man is lucky to be alive after his car was hit by a train. Watch this video as the train moves closer to the street. You can see the man drive past the barriers right onto the tracks. The train has no time to stop and hits the car. The aftermath shows the car destroyed. The roof and the doors were torn off, but amazingly and luckily, the driver survived. Train officials are asking drivers to take warnings at railroad crossings seriously.
Obey all signs and warnings. Obey the crossing arms if they're down. Obey the lights. A few seconds is not worth putting your life at risk.
This was the third train crash in just 4 days in Palm Beach County, Florida.
Meanwhile, fire crews are investigating what caused a pile of utility poles to catch fire. This is in New Mexico. Happened near the solar plant of one of the largest electricity providers in that state. The fire sent a massive plume of thick black smoke into the air that could be seen for miles. Crews are eventually able to contain it. No injuries were reported. Massive winter storm hitting much of the eastern U.S. today.
Marissa Perlman shows us what some states are dealing with so far.
A lot of plows out there working the roads right now.
The snow started falling early Thursday in Kansas City, part of a system first blanketing the Midwest. This is what it looked like in central Oklahoma, where a winter storm warning was posted. Tens of millions of Americans are in its path. Some areas could get a foot of snow. This system rolled over Colorado Wednesday, leading to slippery roads in the suburbs of Denver. This car slid off of a highway. It started snowing here in Crown Point, Indiana, near Illinois, Thursday afternoon. Blizzard-like conditions are expected throughout the day. The storm brought sleet and flooding to the St. Louis area. One car got stuck on this flooded road in Oakville, Missouri.
Do not try to drive through standing water. Some people were yelling at that car to stop, and she, it wasn't a truck, and she got halfway through and just stuck, and it flooded her car.
Another car flooded in East St. Louis.
I had to sit on the middle console and put my feet on the seat because my car is totally flooded.
This system could also bring severe storms to parts of the South.
This is a potent storm. It's going to bring everything for us, from tornadoes to extreme winds to heavy snow.
The storm is expected to move off the East Coast Friday. Marissa Perlman, CBS News, Crown Point, Indiana.
And today, residents in Arkansas and Mississippi are preparing for severe storms, including possible tornadoes.
Let's go to meteorologist Dana Fulton with our forecast and also spreading her knowledge in Beaver Dam. And Dana, is it true they actually laughed at your joke?
They did. They thought I was funny. It was great. I'll definitely go back to Beaver Dam as long as you guys tell me I was funny. Yes, we had a wonderful time today at their community center talking about weather and climate and all things forecasting. And as always, when I go on these trips, I love to show off our models. I also sometimes sometimes show off old pictures of Gary, and I have a few good classic ones of Susan and Rhinelanders. So if you're interested in any weather visits setting up with our weather team, you can always shoot us an email, weather@WISC-TV.com, or any individual message to Facebook and Twitter. Great ways to get a hold of us. And they're always, again, a lot of fun just to go out and talk about our forecast and how we put things together in the weather office. Right now, it was a mostly quiet day, good day to visit Beaver Dam. Some light flurries along the state edge over the last few hours. The majority of this steady snowfall has stretched through central Illinois, St. Louis to Chicago, into northern Indiana, now into Michigan and Ohio. Notice to the south, they're seeing some very steady rain along the same line. Tornado watch is in effect right now for Mississippi, Alabama, and extending up into Tennessee for the next several hours, as they're seeing some very strong storms come through across that line. For us, things should stay generally pretty calm, just a little cold outside overnight. These flurries wrapping up. Skies will become partly cloudy as we look ahead to tomorrow morning. Another cold day for Friday. Friday, we will have the chance to pick up some light flurries late in the day. That's going to lead to another cool down for Saturday, and then warmer temperatures on Sunday. Next week, we're keeping an eye on a system that could bring some measurable snowfall to Wisconsin, but as we've watched with the last two systems, there's still some wiggle room to move north or south with this line. Right now, the flurries wrapping up. Temperatures overnight dropping down to the single digits. For Friday afternoon, high temperatures will be in the low 30s with some light flurries passing through late in the evening. Overnight, we'll see temperatures drop down to the single digits yet again for Saturday morning, and Saturday afternoon, high temperatures will climb up to the mid-20s. Light flurries expected. Generally, accumulation totals at just trace amounts. We could see some areas get closer to possibly a half of an inch or 3/4 of an inch Friday night. This is a look at the system that's going to build in on Monday. Late in the day on Monday, snow developing. Right now, it looks like mixed precipitation and light snow expected throughout the day on Tuesday into early Wednesday before this pulls off to the east. So again, something we're keeping a close eye on, but still a lot of time for that track to move around. It's a lot of variability there. Temperatures tomorrow will be in the low 30s. It is going to be breezy outside. Saturday, mostly sunny skies, highs in the low 20s. For Sunday, we get back up to the 40s. So the second half of the weekend will be mild and comfortable outside. Snow will develop late in the day on Monday. Heading into Tuesday, we'll still see some light snow, mixed precipitation coming down for us. So it could be a little bumpy start to the week there. Temperatures for the back half of next week do get colder, trending below average in the 20s. Overnight lows in the single digits, and possibly another round for some snow building in late Thursday and into Friday. As far as traffic conditions go right now, no accidents popping up on my map currently. That's always good news. A lot of green for us along the Beltline, east and westbound. Downtown Madison actually looks fairly smooth, as does University heading out to Middleton. As far as downtown Janesville goes, also no accidents popping up in Rock County right now. North and southbound on the interstate 3990, all smooth for us this evening. From the Beltline to Janesville, about a 24-minute drive, 16 minutes to get from Middleton to Sauk City, and downtown to Sun Prairie, sitting a little closer to 18 minutes for us this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
Dana, thank you. The pandemic has taken a toll on America's mental health. How lawmakers are looking to get a handle on this emerging crisis. Next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Hey everybody, it's me, Tracy Turnblad from Hairspray. Broadway's Tony Award-winning Best Musical is back. Don't miss Hairspray.
At Overture, February 22nd through 27th. Tickets at overture.org.
Guys, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction, Peak Performance for Men has a natural solution that can help you today. That's right. Stop wasting money on pills and inferior technology that hurts and just masks your ED. Fix it for good. The best part, our ED treatment is non-invasive, painless, and you can get back to your natural functionability after just a few short in-office sessions. Call us today and mention this ad, and your initial consultation is free. We are Madison's trusted specialist and only national erectile dysfunction provider. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
Living with metastatic breast cancer means being relentless, because every day matters. And having more of them is possible with Verzenio, the only one of its kind proven to help you live significantly longer when taken with fulvestrant, regardless of menopause status.
Verzenio plus fulvestrant is for HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer that has progressed after hormone therapy. Diarrhea is common, may be severe or cause dehydration or infection. At the first sign, call your doctor, start an antidiarrheal, and drink fluids. Before taking Verzenio, tell your doctor about any fever, chills, or other signs of infection. Verzenio may cause low white blood cell counts, which may cause serious infection that can lead to death. Life-threatening lung inflammation can occur. Tell your doctor about any new or worsening trouble breathing, cough, or chest pain. Serious liver problems can happen. Symptoms include fatigue, appetite loss, stomach pain, and bleeding or bruising. Blood clots that can lead to death have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have pain or swelling in your arms or legs, shortness of breath, chest pain, and rapid breathing or heart rate, or if you are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be.
Every day matters, and I want more of them.
Ask your doctor about Everyday Verzenio.
Shop the President's Day sale at Grand Appliance for the area's best prices on top brands like GE and its family of premium appliance brands. Get their brand new 5.0 cubic foot top load profile washer with innovative antimicrobial technology for just $6.98. Or upgrade to GE's premium cafe line for precision performance, unique customizable designs, and up to $2,000 back on qualifying packages. Shop your local showroom or grandappliance.com today. Grand Appliance. You make it home, we make it grand.
President's Day is the best time to buy furniture, and Slumberland Furniture is having one of their biggest sales of the year.
Wow. Wow is right.
Deals up to 50% off throughout the store. Find a great accent piece, a warm fireplace, an amazing recliner. Incredible deals throughout the store. See why this is one of the best times of the year to buy furniture. The huge President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture. And for your new mattress, come to Slumberland Sleep Solutions, where we've reinvented mattress shopping.
Hey everybody, it's me, Tracy Turnblad from Hairspray, Broadway's Tony Award-winning Best Musical, and we're dancing our way to your city. Don't miss Hairspray.
At Overture, February 22nd through 27th. Tickets at overture.org.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back. The pandemic has led to a rise in mental health issues. The CDC now says more than 50% of Americans will be diagnosed with a mental illness or disorder at some point.
House lawmakers confronted the crisis during a special hearing today on Capitol Hill. Natalie Brand has the story from Washington.
And I wish almost every day I could wake up and have her with me.
Martha Thomas lost her daughter Ella to suicide in 2018. She was just 24 years old, the older sister of NFL player Solomon Thomas.
There is still so much stigma surrounding suicide and suicide prevention and mental health. And if we don't talk about it, it's not going to get better.
The family says it turned pain into purpose, founding the nonprofit The Defensive Line, aimed at ending youth suicide. Ella's father, Chris Thomas, appeared by video at a House subcommittee hearing on the national mental health crisis.
We will work to ensure what happened to Ella doesn't happen to others.
Psychiatrists testifying before the House committee say the pandemic has exacerbated problems that were already at crisis levels, not only depression and anxiety, but also substance abuse.
SAMHSA's National Survey on Drug Use and Health showed that substance use disorders fully doubled in 2020 from pre-pandemic 2019 data, a 100% increase.
The CDC's latest report on mental health shows more than 50% of Americans will be diagnosed with a mental illness or disorder at some point in their lifetime. Amit Paley of the Trevor Project says the LGBTQ population is among the most vulnerable.
They are placed at significantly increased risk because of how they are mistreated and discriminated against in society.
Ask people, how are they really doing? And wait and listen for an answer.
While the Thomas family still lives with the heartbreak of loss, they hope to start a national conversation and bring help to others. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
In the Senate, lawmakers have announced an effort to put together bipartisan legislation this summer to address unmet mental health needs.
And stay with us. We're back with a final check of your First Warn forecast in just a moment.
At Furniture and Appliance Mart's 72-hour President's Day blowout sale. Save big on top brands. Millions of dollars worth of inventory in stock and ready to go. All with no interest financing for 18 months. At Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley of Madison.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, that moment when we see a patient smile is everything to us. So whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or dental implants, we're here to help you. Go ahead and smile.
Go ahead and smile. Go ahead and smile.
Bush. Welcome to Menards. What can I help you with today?
Well, I've got my shopping list right here. I need some green treated lumber. I need a brown Mastercraft door. I need red Clearview cabinets and some blue Dutch Boy paint.
Those are M&Ms.
And?
At Menards, we carry the world's best selection of home improvement products to help you complete your next project.
You've got more of these, right?
It's all gonna fit in your car?
I got a trunk.
Save big money at Menards.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
Supply chain backlogs, inflation, agitation.
Here's an idea. If we make things here in America, supply chain issues won't be a thing anymore. That's exactly how we built the Bucks Arena, by having 80% of the materials come from Wisconsin. We did the same by paying higher wages. That's how you know, as your senator, I'll get things done. Raising people's wages, make things in America, finally stand up to China. I'm Alex Lazary, and I approve this message because it's time to put more money in the pockets of working people.
This weekend only, get our very best deals of the season, including doorbusters up to 65% off. Plus, take bonus holiday discounts off our sale prices in-store and online, and interest-free financing for 5 years. The biggest President's Day sale in Wisconsin is on now at Ashley.
Our evening flurries will wrap up and lead to partly cloudy skies. Overnight, temperatures single digits for Friday morning. Friday will be breezy with some light snow passing through in the evening. General accumulations under an inch. This weekend will be sunny and dry with our next snow system building in for the start of next week.
All right, Dana, thank you. Thanks for joining us at 5. We're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. The CBS Evening News is next.